Okay, so if you guys haven't heard, RL Craft is a rather newish mod pack, or at least has just come into the limelight, and it's been so very popular. So many new people are doing it, and so many really good YouTubers are doing it, and they absolutely love it. The thing is, this is actually one of the hardest mod packs out there currently, and it can be a pain for new players who especially haven't been back into Minecraft for quite a while. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you guys some tips and tricks that you guys can use to help survive your first night. Okay, so for tip 1, what you guys are going to do is right whenever you spawn in, you'll want to start digging up some gravel to try and get yourself some flint. Now the reason why you want to get flint right away is because you can actually use it to get yourself started on some tools, because you can't get stuff normally like you used to be able to. You can't just go to a tree and punch it down. So once you got your flint, 2 pieces should be enough. You just go to any piece of stone and right click onto it, and you'll get some flint shards. The next thing you'll want to do is go to a tree and just hit some of the leaves and get yourself some sticks. Now what you'll do, you should combine those and get yourself a flint knife. Now what you can do with this flint knife is actually pretty interesting. If you see any grass whatsoever, you can get some plant fibers out of it, only if you cut it down with the knife though. The thing is, what you can do with the plant fiber is you can then proceed to make string. And with this, you can then make a flint hatchet. And this will actually allow you to start cutting down your first trees. Now, after starting up your world for a little bit after gathering some material, you've probably noticed something. There are an absolute crap ton of generated structures, like all over the place. So the next tip that I wanted to give you guys is, it's probably best, instead of wasting time to gather so many materials just to try and actually build your own base, just go find one. I mean, there's so many different things that you can use, and some of them actually have plenty of materials themselves. I was just walking around, and I just so happened to come across this village over here. And watch this. There's some food, wood, a lot more wood, even more wood, more wood, more wood. And that's not it. You could actually find even more stuff. So instead of trying to find a place where you want to build a base, just look around and you might actually find something you end up wanting to live in yourself instead of making it. Now, another thing you'll probably notice is you'll be seeing these guys all over the place. They're called Nibs. Don't think of them as enemies or anything like that. They're actually really friendly. Now, the really cool thing is, if you take damage, if you even just go near them, they'll automatically give you regen too. This is, yeah, regen, just regeneration. But either way, this is one of the actual best ways of healing whenever you don't have the ability to make your own healing items towards the beginning of your world. So use these guys as much as possible and don't kill them. I mean, they're not worth it. They don't drop anything good. Just don't do it. Okay, so after you finally settle down a little bit and you actually manage to finally get some tools, you'll notice on some of the bigger items that you get later, you actually can't use quite yet. Like if you look at the bottom of the text for this one, it says requirements attack 8. Now, in this mod pack, you actually get a set of 8 different skills. Now, the way these work is that you can level them up by using the experience you gain from killing mobs and doing other stuff that reward you experience. So right now I have 1 experience. So if I kill this sheep over here, and a couple other things just to get up to 2 levels of experience. There, now I have 2. So what I can do with that is I can actually put 1 point into my mining skill. And over time, the more points you get will also unlock skill points that you can use and give you little bonuses for these skills, like Fossil Digger. This one allows you to mine 2 coal instead of just 1 whenever mining. It's a chance, so either way. But you can get that kind of thing for all sorts of different skills, and they're really useful. And my suggestion is don't forget about them, because I've played this mod pack quite a bit, and oh, I have forgotten about them a lot. So, after exploring around a little bit and trying to kill a bunch of things to raise your experience so you can level yourself up to use your new items, you'll probably notice that, hey, my thirst is actually going down. Now, to be honest, thirst in this game is a major pain. Now, what you can do to combat this is what I like to do. I like to get a bucket, and I always carry a bucket of water on me at all times so I can place it and just immediately right click on a source block to go get it. The only problem is if you're using any water other than fresh water, you'll automatically get the debuff thirst over here. It kind of works the same as your hunger bar whenever you get the hunger debuff too. It just makes it go down quicker. But one of the things that you can do is whenever you get a bucket of water, you can actually go to a furnace and smelt it, and it'll give you a bucket of fresh water. Now that's only one way to get fresh water in this game that you can drink. Another way is to actually find a cow. Now I actually really like this, but the thing is you have to make sure you actually find cows first. You can actually go ahead and get yourself some milk. And that's actually gives you about 3, I think it's about 3 things of thirst. And it's very helpful because as much as I hate to say it, just using normal water, it sucks a lot because it just makes you run out so fast. So in the future, once you're ready and kind of settled in your space, make a farm. Make sure you got cows. Make sure you have plenty of ways to get your water sorted out. It'll really help out in the future. The last things I wanted to explain is, as I've been going through this, you guys have probably noticed a couple of these towers here. Now what these towers are, they're called battle towers. And what they do is on each level, there are 2 spawners and there's a chest. Now, unfortunately, I can't really do anything about that right now. Hold on, let me turn this to peaceful real quick just to show you what you can get. So after you get rid of the spawners for each level, you can open the chest and you can usually get quite a couple of good baubles and stuff to take with you on your journey. Now with each level, I would argue that the loot really doesn't get all too much better up until you get to maybe the 5th or 6th level. But once you get to those, it can contain some actual real helpful stuff. Like as I'm going along here, okay, there's a nice fishing rod over here. Next level. See, look, you even get your silver boots, lapis. But the thing is, the real prize is actually at the top of the tower. Ooh. Oh, this is really good. Okay, I didn't think we would actually be getting this. What this is a map that you can use in the game. And it actually really helps because it allows you to place markers. You can delete them, you can hide them, and export image. I'm actually not sure what that does. But I always like to carry one of those around with me because it'll help me. You tend to get lost fairly easily whenever you're exploring. So it's nice to have. Oh, see, look, we're already getting better loot. Got diamond pickaxe, diamond sword, golden apples. Let's see what's at the top here. Okay, so I'm at the top of the tower now. Now, usually whenever you get to the top of the tower, there will be I think it's a battle tower golem. And those things are extremely difficult. I wouldn't really try and mess with those yet until you have the gear. But I will say, the top chest contains some pretty good stuff. Now, unfortunately, like I said, it's an absolute pain to get up here, and you will die quite a lot. So make sure you're all leveled whenever you go up to here. Make sure you have all sorts of gear and stuff. But you also will get gear through these things too. So it'll really help out. Okay, so the last thing that I wanted to mention to you guys was you're going to die in this mod pack. You're going to die a lot. The thing is, it's a hard mod pack. You guys really can't do much about it. All you can do is just try and get yourself prepared as much as possible. So you don't want to get angry at it. You cannot let that first death be what gets you to stop playing this mod pack. It's one that I highly suggest, and it's just so much fun. And there's so many interesting things about it. So those are some of the tips and tricks that I actually learned in my own time playing this RL mod pack. Now, I'll be honest, I've played quite a few mod packs in my time, and this is definitely my most favorite of all time so far. There's just so many different things you can do, and it's so difficult. So if you guys actually really want a challenge, this is one of the best ways that I think that you guys can have yourself a challenge, especially whenever trying Minecraft. So, other than that, I highly suggest this mod pack to you guys, like crazy. So, I hope you guys actually have a wonderful day today, and you all are awesome.